everyone. Welcome to another exciting edition of the Agentic CMO. We are here again in beautiful, sunny Palm Beach, Florida. And I am thrilled today to be joined by Chad Palmer from United Franchise Group. Chad, you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Chad Palmer, Chief Growth Officer at United Franchise Group. We currently have 7 brands, 1,600 franchisees, and spread across 60 countries.
Wow.
Multiple industries. Yeah.
That's some real scale. Yeah. Well, this is, again, an exciting time where we get a chance to talk to people who run marketing, people who run businesses, and think in a new and different way and are up to date on everything going on Agentic and AI. And Chad, I think maybe they call you Chad GPT. Is that one of the nicknames?
That's my nickname that LinkedIn has given me, and I've officially just adopted. Stop fighting.
All right,
I'll take it.
Perfect.
Worst nicknames to have.
Perfect. So should be an expert in these areas. So let's start with what's going on in the consumer world.
Sure.
You guys got a lot of different brands that in a couple different industries as well. What are your brands seeing? What are you guys seeing in terms of changes in the consumer behavior with ChatGPT and Perplexity and Claude out there? Like what's changing there, and how are you thinking about that?
Yeah, I think what's been really interesting is over the last couple of years with ChatGPT kind of coming to market, our owners are starting, I think, finally to embrace it more. There was definitely a period of kind of questioning, not sure what it was. Is it a fad? And then the other question was just, how do I use it? So over the last probably 5-6 months, we've seen an influx of franchise owners just, coming to us with problems that need solutions and using AI technology to solve those problems. And
so they're using it. Are their end consumers also using it differently and impacting the business?
Yeah, absolutely. So the interesting thing is we're finding more and more deals are coming from searches through ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot.
Okay.
Instead of, the usual Google and social and the other avenues that we get lead generation from. So as those kind of tides have changed, and they're going to continue to change. So the franchise owners, I think, are getting excited when they get a call or they talk to their consumer and say, how did you hear about us? Oh, I did a search in ChatGPT. And they say, oh, wait, I should do some more of this ChatGPT stuff.
Yeah. It's not going anywhere, and and continuing to see the numbers go up. What I think is exciting is you see the numbers go up there. Unfortunately, you're seeing the cost of things like SEM going up as well. So they're battling that, but the conversion rates on some of these new channels seem to be pretty strong.
Yes, I would agree. Yeah, we're seeing the kind of crossroads slow. We're early game, but you can kind of see the inevitable changeover where we used to rely heavily on PPC, heavily on social, and now AI is kind of the shiny new button that everyone's kind of looking at and saying, hey, how can I utilize that to get customers?
Yeah. And in your business model, you've got obviously the end consumer who's looking for a meal or looking for that, but your real customer is the franchise owner, right? Like, and you're trying franchisee, sorry, you're trying to gather more of them. Are they using these tools as well to find new business opportunities?
Yeah, absolutely. We are kind of unique in that we're in a franchise model. So we're looking to help out however we can with the existing franchisees, help using AI to help them ultimately find their customers, while also on the other side, franchise development, find new people that want to open a business, choose us as that business of choice. So they're using, on the franchise development side, they're using ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, Claude to do their research, do heavy research, finding our websites and kind of doing that information dump before they even talk to us, which has been interesting.
So they're showing up a lot more educated than they were in the past.
Yeah, more educated than ever before. Yeah, absolutely.
Any stories where they're coming to you with things you maybe didn't even know?
Yeah, well, the interesting thing is, when they come to us now, because they're so educated, to me, I think I love it because it makes the sales process so much easier on both sides of the equation. They've already done research. We also know we're not the only game in town.
Right.
There's lots of opportunities for any consumer to buy any product, whether it's a business or a product. So the fact that they've already kind of done their homework makes the sales process on one side a lot easier. On the other side, for our RVPs, VPs, sales reps, it's a little bit trickier because they are educated and they have deeper questions. I love it because those deeper questions, I think, make them more confident in their buying purchase ultimately.
And do those new LLMs, not so new anymore, but these LLMs, do they know you guys well? Do they get it right? Do, like when someone comes in educated, or have they mainly gotten the right information?
So we're working on that.
Okay.
Because that is always a challenge, I think, for any business, is that they might be scraping outdated information. Like we can change our information on our website like that. I can make a call and the numbers are updated, in an hour. The LLMs take a little longer to scrape, and maybe they've scraped old versions, or maybe they're scraping it not even from our websites. They're grabbing it from a source I don't even have control over. Maybe somebody wrote a blog article that is picking that information up. So there is that, transparently, there is that challenge of keeping the information that AI is providing the end customer up to date and accurate.
What about internally, either in your business or what you're pushing down to the franchisees? Like what are you guys using AI for there? What's been some of the newer innovations?
Yeah, so we use AI across every department. So we're a Microsoft driven company. So our CTO's chosen Copilot to kind of internally, we use that to kind of cross over, all of our Microsoft divisions, Excel and Outlook. And, the good thing is I can now find emails I couldn't find before using Copilot. For some reason, the dots are connecting a little better. And even just from a reporting basis, it's a lot easier to say, hey, can you cross-reference this list of sales to anyone I had an appointment with to see, does the salesman get a commission? And just things that were more manual labor are a lot easier now.
Yeah. Those are some great ones. Anything you guys built internally as well on your own?
We're constantly building. So we've been using Claude a lot. I know from the talks today, a lot of my compatriots, everyone seems to be jumping on the Claude train. But yeah, building out lead scoring devices, kind of self-serving apps to kind of help the customer journey internally, to kind of find, what is the right business to match with the right customer profiles.
Why are you guys using Claude over Copilot or Microsoft? Not to get controversial.
No. It's a touchy subject in the building because we have kind of chosen the other interesting thing is on an enterprise organization, everybody wants a seat. So there's obviously a cost. So we have to say, does everyone get Copilot? Everyone get ChatGPT? Everyone get Gemini? Everyone get Claude? So there's that kind of internal fight just from the budget perspective and the efficiency perspective. I think those of us that use AI at a deeper level appreciate kind of some of the mechanisms that Claude has in place and the ability to throw a bunch of spreadsheets in and get a beautiful looking report that some of the other LLMs I don't think have really caught up to yet. Yeah. Just so part of it is just, once you know how to use a certain system and you start getting results from it, I think you start showing some favoritism and you start choosing that. Claude has been the choice lately.
Yeah, I love how Claude sort of shows very clearly what it's thinking on, working on, going out and doing it. It follows a full real agentic model of it's going to go figure things out and run some different tasks. It's not trying to do everything itself. What's interesting is it seems that both Google with their newest release and OpenAI with their recent release, same thing. They're both trying to go to this agentic model of not just a chat interface to talk back and forth and give good ideas or create an image or something like that. Yeah. It's a constant race. So the way I see it is a lot of people kind of start AI as like, hey, I'm answering questions and I'm using it for ideation. I'm getting some great maybe social media posts or social media content ideas. Then that next level is like, I need a partner in my day-to-day work. And so once you kind of hit that level, I think of kind of understanding the capabilities of AI and in Claude specifically, and then you say, hey, I can have this set up and running while I go do this budget meeting. And when I come back, I have a lead scoring, program app built out at my fingertips, ready to do the next phase. I think my problem is like I'm too into what it's doing that I sit there and watch it. I think I'm losing some productivity that way. I got to let it go do its thing, but it's kind of fun to watch that stuff go. But you're right. That's where it really changes from hey, it's helping me. It's an assistant to it's going to do the work, and I'm going to trust that it comes back and maybe verify still, but trust
will verify.
Trust will verify themselves.
Always.
So, Birdeye's been rolling out some new products recently, things like search AI, things like marketing automation, all these new agents coming as well. What's your reaction, thoughts on some of these new things?
I'm very excited. So the search AI in particular, I think kind of us kind of the problem I was speaking about earlier, where the AIs maybe we're not sure what they're telling our customers. So just the ability to kind of run prompts and to say, hey, how can I have an agent do this job for me, and then come back with that report and tell me what do I need to do a better job of on my website, on a blog, or in my content to kind of escalate any kind of issues that a customer may have, answering a question to make sure the LLMs are giving the proper information.
The way I've seen a lot of people think about it is like, there's a lot of gaps right now. It's so new, but it's also a huge opportunity that if you can nail this now, it's actually a competitive advantage to get out there and really fill some of those gaps on these new platforms that, like I said, are changing every day how they're doing this stuff.
They've literally changed from this morning till now to this beautiful sun-filled afternoon. I kind of think of it kind of like the gold rush. It's like the first people that are kind of figure out the right tools to use. What is it? A pickaxe? Is it a shovel? What am I using? They're going to get the gold. So we're all kind of racing the same fight. We all obviously have competitors. We're all kind of running in the same direction. So I think the tools that you guys are providing are the right tools for those jobs to kind of help us find the gold.
We had a whole company all hands, and that was our theme, was the topic. It's like, it's a gold rush. Yeah. Now there's the gold where a lot of people are out there looking for it and trying to be the next LLM and all the rest of it. But there's also the people who made all the money in the gold rush were the people who built all the infrastructure, who set up the towns and
they got less money.
Sold shovels and pickaxes. Exactly. So if we can sell the right pickaxes, I think we're pretty excited.
Absolutely.
How about these agents? Where's your mindset? Is it too early for agents from a company like Birdeye to be rolled out and be used full time? Like, what are your thoughts?
I think it's kind of back to the premise of the first to the race, has an unfair advantage, if you will. So even if there's some trips and falls, you kind of try to figure things out and go, this was a great idea. We got it 99%. We got to fix this. The good thing I love about you guys is you're very responsive to customer interactions, request, bug fix it, anything. It's like, we say, hey, we should fix this. And the next day, like, we did it. So that kind of level of support, I would say, is how we're all going to win the game together.
Yeah, and that's been a part of Birdeye's philosophy for years, but I think even more so, the big thing is these FDXs, I heard them called, the forward deployed engineers, forward deployed product people. Like, we've got to be out there with you guys, hands on, so that you guys say, oh, we want this. Okay, tomorrow it'll be there. Yeah. Those kind of things. And that's how fast it can and should go with these new agentic platforms. So, well, look, I know you don't just run marketing anymore, and you're now growth versus just CMO and that side. But after what I'm hearing today, I would certainly put you in the category of an agentic CMO. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't offend you. That
not at all.
That's
compliment.
Excellent. So, like, for all the other people out there who are running marketing, running businesses, trying to leverage this technology, what advice do you have for them? How do they get going? Yeah. What should they be thinking about?
Yeah, I would say a couple things. One is just keep up with the technology. Like we said, we were kind of joking. The technology is changing so fast. You gave a list literally, today of like, hey, this has changed. Cloud's got a new update. Gemini's got a new update.
Every week something's coming out.
And every update brings new opportunities. So I would say, keep your finger on the pulse is probably the number one thing, which we're all working hard. We all got, we've all got our day-to-day grind that we're doing. But I would say, a second thing would just be like kind of calendarize your day and keep some time available just to grow, just to educate. Even if it's on the weekends, whenever you have that time, you can kind of squeeze in just to keep up with the technology. Because if you aren't, your competitors are. Yeah.
Absolutely. You're left behind. Well, Chad, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for joining us for another exciting edition of the Agentic CMO. We'll see you next time.